Squeaky's on the windowsill, king of the throne. Charlie's got a feather toy, she's in her zone. Doobie's in the kitchen, knocking stuff down. 3 cats ruling this crazy little town.
Good morning, y'all. How are you doing? Just figured I'd get back on my regularly scheduled programming because everything's kind of at a pause. I haven't heard from anybody, and I don't really expect to or anything like that. Mom and Dad are busy. I made an outfit. I am wearing Dad's shirt still. I'm going to come upon a bunch of these shirts. When all's said and done, they also need their stuff cleaned out. But some of them are retro, which are 80s or whatever. Some of them are vintage. I have to check this over here because this looks yellow and it shouldn't. Or it looks yellow because it's yellow, huh? Y'all. So, what I did do, and let's see if I can back up far enough for you to see me. Maybe I'll have to get my step stool. Yeah, I'll probably have to get the step stool. Or, let me check this out. I figured a really good place for my phone to sit is this, doobie. Not this doobie. Is this, it's a computer disk reader for the discs inside. Well, anyway, you're on my counter, so I'll show you my outfit. Let me see if I need this here. Ooh. I'm wearing I still need to be up a little higher. Wow, guys. Let's see. Just a minute. Let me find. Y'all, this is weird for me. Okay. Let's try again. I'm wearing my butterfly skirt with it. With the same shirt. I know, you can barely see me. I can't zoom in. I don't have the right kind of camera. But, anyway. Ooh. See? They just put the skirt with it. I was going to alter it, but this one specifically, nah. I'm not going to do that to that one specifically. It's just because I have pictures of him in it from many, many, many years ago. So this one is just going to be a comfort dad top. And yeah, I need a little comfort too, you know? It's weird to me the buttons are on the wrong side. Dad told me the buttons are on different sides on women's clothing and men's clothing. Women's clothing have the buttons on the opposite side because they had to have their nurse button up for them. So they would be buttoning this way so it wouldn't be backwards to their nurse. Or their maid, or, whatever. It's when women had button-up clothing, and it wouldn't be backwards to the person buttoning them. I thought that was really cool information. Thought you guys might want to know that too. But this thing, it reads oh my goodness, terabyte drives, yes. It reads terabyte drives and stuff that were inside. Ow! Not inside out, but get off me, you dummy. Excuse me, that cat's on my last straw. Oh. But yeah, it reads those, and I thought, why not? Why not prop my peeps up inside of that thing? It's not being used for anything else. I can't connect it to a PC that I don't own, right? And again, Aunt T is not going to own a PC because Aunt T has shoddy electrical in here. Doobie, get out of my frickin' clothes! I don't know what side of hell they dug you up from. But you are a bully and you're stubborn. And you're gonna rip everything I own. Oh. I told Pam, I says, I don't know how, but I really honestly think that her cat Winnie and my cat Doobie are genetically related. Now, if you looked at Doobie and Winnie up close to each other, you would definitely say, no, Auntie, there's no... Actually, there is a possible way. But it's not true because Winnie's way older but honestly, a cat can have multiple fathers to one litter. So they could possibly be, but no. Because again, Winnie's way older. She just got a weird attitude like Doobie does, and I'm like, I think they're related to each other. Oh, got a new break out of these dang things, so the more I collect on my legs, I go outside and I shut them off. I shut them off in a bucket of soap next to my bed, and when I see them, I know this is for roaches and ants, but it works too, I spray them. If they're on me, I spray them. This, I happen to have gotten at an estate sale for $1, so I was like, okay, that stuff's like $6 a can. And it's not the original top because the original top broke, but I don't know what else I'm doing today. I'm crocheting. I'm always crocheting, you guys. I've been crocheting. I'm actually creating something for Pam because her last gift needs to be wrapped and I don't have anything to wrap it in. Spoiler alert, just a little tiny one because I'm not telling you what I'm making. I'd like to show you what I'm making and all that stuff, but everything that goes into her basket, there is one card in here that you probably should not open on camera. And I'm not signing any of them in case you wanted to pass them back and forth. That would be fun. That would be fun. I could write a letter inside it. And then we could just pass them back and forth between us and never have to buy another card again. Cardigan. Unless one of our animals ruins it or whatever. Wouldn't that be funny? That'd be like the never-ending fruitcake at Christmas time. Nobody wants it, so they give it to everybody else. It's not like we don't want the cards, but that would be fun. I think that's what I'll do. But I was working on that project. I'll work on this one. I was working on that project and I was like, my hands are starting to hurt because I did probably this long and, pretty much square and whatever. I did a lot, you guys. I did a lot. So, yeah. My hand started to hurt on that one. So, guess who's decided to do this instead? Okay, Auntie. Well, I mean, for some reason, I always have to keep my hands busy. I need my hands busy. It just doesn't work out for me otherwise. My mind goes too fast for my hands to not be busy. You know that old saying, you got time to lean, you got time to clean? That's what my brain thinks. Really? You got time to sit there? Baloney, guess what? Think something else. It is a fun ride to be up inside of there. Probably not for everyone. Your Majesty is out there crowing away, letting the gals know he's awake. Hey, girls, guess what? I wouldn't want eggs from them people, not knowing that they have a rooster. Just because, I know it's okay to eat fertilized eggs, but to me, that's gross. And I probably ate a whole bunch of them over at Pam's. Except for, I don't eat just eggs. I don't like the texture of, but a few of the ways that it's cooked. It's a texture thing with me. It just, no thank you. I like hard-boiled eggs, or and then a step above that, pickled eggs. Now, the pickled eggs that I like have to be pink pickled eggs, because I take the brine, and this is a gift from Dad. I take the brine from pickled beets, which I love pickled beets. I like a lot of pickled things, except for pickles. I don't like kosher dill pickles, but I like pickled eggs. I like pickled beets. I like pickled garlic. Oh, is pickled garlic good? I don't like green olives because they're really, really sour. So forgot where I was going with that, guys. Just that I like pickles. What was the point to that conversation, Tressa? I have no clue, and I couldn't tell you. Oh, I guess I'll have to go back and rewatch and see what Aunt T was rambling about this time. Oh, Aunt T, Aunt T. Oh, cool. It came off better than I thought it was going to. Well, because I sewed it, just basted it in and tacked it in, and I was like, so I wanted to see what it looked like, and it was very misshapen. So I'm taking it apart, this part apart, and doing something different with it. My niece would kick my butt knowing that I'm trying to wear these as clothes rather than nightgowns. But you know what? I told you I upcycle stuff. I told you, man. I told you. I upcycle stuff. And Where did that go? So if it happens to be part of a nightgown, so what? It's really pretty material. It's really pretty material. And this one, T spilled coffee on it. So it needed to be taken care of. Doobie, please get out of my clothing. Just ripped them all off of the hangers. This cat. You know how Garfield complains about normal? That's normal right there. That's freaking normal. What did I do with it? I already lost my seam ripper, you guys. Oh my goodness, Aunt T. Gonna have to stand up, find it. Found it! As per usual, just like everything else, it was under my butt. Almost everything's always under my butt. Oh guys, oh guys, oh guys. So, where was I? Hello, oh, Aunt T. Got a little bit more crazy than usual today, hey? Oh. So it got like quick cold. Like I've had to have the heater on last night. And not yesterday. During the days I don't need the heater on, but during the nights it's cold. Down into the 40s all of a sudden at night. So there goes my one good month of electricity. Electricity. That's my one good month of it, hey? Oh well. Oh well, we did a good job that 1 month, so. Oh, there he goes out there just yelling away. Let them girls know you're there, dude. Let them girls know. I think it's amusing to have him around. I wonder what the rest of the neighbors think. Does it matter, though? It's not my yard. It's my neighbor, but it's not my yard. Does it really matter what I think and what I care, what it, other than that part? But dang, guys, I live in a town that's mostly farmers, so that's pretty normal around here. Tell you the truth. I mean, if you don't want to live near cows and chickens and stuff, go live in a city, because this ain't the place to go if you don't want to live around them. There it is. And that's what some people need to know about farm towns stuff. Seriously, if you're going to be a farmer, or you don't mind hearing that, or you don't whatever, great. But whatever. But if you mind hearing that and whatever, and you know they're going to be around, don't be a Karen. You live in a farming community. People aren't going to put a muzzle on their roosters. Not that I want them to. Like I said, I love it. I love it. Love it. Love hearing it. Love hearing it. But Aunt T is just slightly weird. Just slightly. Oh. And yes, I do. I talk to him like He's one of my cats. Okay, Your Majesty, I hear you're awake. Thank you for waking me up. I thank him for waking me up sometimes. I'm up. What do you want, dude? Slight bit of heartburn this morning, and I have no idea what I ate. Yes, sir. You tell us all about that. I don't really want any of that, but you let your ladies know you're up. Let your ladies know you're up. Oh, goodness, guys. There we go. That's what I want. You're the one that I want. Oh. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is not. There we go. I can get it this far. Doobadoo. I had to go and take all my clothes off that hanger because that cat was doing nothing but climbing it and leaving her claws in it. And it was making me mad. It was making me so mad. So, Auntie took her clothes and put them away. Yeah, get out of here then. And flea landed on me. I guess the thing that makes them, the Capstar, is only a pill for 24 hours. Great. That helps a lot. They do. It does work, man. I watched them. I watched them though. Like, my cats get the zoomies from it. Squeaky does not. Squeaky just howls. Yeah, haha. Deal with that. Squeaky just howls. But Doobie and Charlie start running around like crazy. Apparently it affects like their nervous system. Charlie does not like it. But Squeaky, again, I tried to give him the... Oh, and they said that you could dissolve the pill and put it in water. But what I did, and it worked for him, though he was a little leery of his food afterwards, is I crushed it up and I put it inside his food. And it did work. It did work. But again, he was a little leery. And that was after that giant battle between me and him. And he won. He won because I was not going to sit there. He was going to make me hurt him. And I was like, no, that's not how this is going to work, my dear. So he won that one. Until I took it out of his. Until I crushed it and put it in his food. Then I won. Like I said, Charlie came up on me. She's not been coming up on me. And I noticed that I recovered everything in here. Their perches and stuff with old... I cannot frickin' talk today. I covered them up with towels. Mom gave me a whole bag of towels, and I don't need that many of them for my body. I need a few of them for, cleaning up in my body and that kind of stuff. But ultimately, I really don't need that many of them. So I covered it up with those and old sheets. And Squeaky's been coming off of the table and going on the perch again. So part of the issue was the fact they didn't like the perch. I don't know what to say about that. It's because they didn't like the diatomaceous earth on their perch. Again, excuse me, I'm probably going to have to stop for a few hours and regroup what I'm going to say to you because I am running out of words, but I have things to say. I took a nap because that's why I ended up in my granny jammies. And then I woke up and decided to work on Pam's birthday present. Man, there were a lot of things that just happened this time. We were going to be together. Had like my birth certificate and stuff showed. I think what happened is these people said, "Oh, we got your order in." And they waited until my money was gone and said, "Oh, well, I guess you don't want your stuff." And didn't say anything about it. Because she's right, I didn't get a receipt. So, she's ill. Family business happened. There's that hurricane threatening to come in. Just bam, 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 one after another thing. And I was supposed, like I said, I was supposed to be there. So I said, if that birth certificate doesn't show up, there's a reason. There's like 3 reasons. So, wow. Huh. So, and then I cooked. I got some more bean soup. But instead of, ow, there's a big knot in my cuddle blankie. Anyway, instead of opening already frozen packages of or prepackaged frozen foods, I opened up the stuff that I'd caught. And I'm like, what am I saving that stuff for? Eat the stuff. So it tastes a little weird and it's very green because I added some romaine lettuce that I'd frozen. She gave me 5 bags of the stuff. I didn't know what else to do with it. I gave some of it to Mom and Dad too. I'm like, all right, I'll freeze it. And it kind of gives it a hint of spinach. Kind of. I can't really. And then, well, I did open a package of onions and peppers and threw that in there. Because maybe I should have thrown some diatomaceous earth in there. But all the other stuff that I'd chopped and put in there, frozen solid. So, some of my carrots went in there. That lettuce. All of my garlic and onions and leek, all of that went in there. Because it just looked like a little tiny handful. I'm like, what am I saving this stuff for? You know, throw it in the freezer. You'll have it for later. For what later? Eat it. That's what it's for. Eat the food. So I made me a luxury soup out of stuff that I had frozen myself instead of buying it frozen. There goes that rooster again. All day long. He's talking all day long. He's like, come and get your love, ladies. I apologize if there's anything in my teeth. Sometimes there is when I'm talking to you guys. I noticed that when I was editing. I'm like, well, I can't go back and brush my teeth and redo the whole thing because I was eating. I made a piece of bread. Most of it's in there. What happened is I thawed out a pork and a turkey sausage. But there was all that grease in the bottom. Because what I'll do is I'll throw the whole thing in the air fryer for 5 minutes. You don't end up with a whole thing thawed out, but so I got most of it off of that, and then there was still a brick of ice, so I baked it a little longer. Took the thawed out pieces out and put them in a container, which I just realized all of the lids, besides 2 that I picked, do not fit the containers I got. I should have checked, but I was in a hurry. So, it's okay. You just fill it halfway up, put some saran wrap in it, and stack the next one in. And what to do for the top one, you eat that one first. Oh. Anyway, what else was I going to say? So anyway, I put them in one of those containers with saran wrap on top. And there was a bit of grease in the bottom of the pan. I'm like, well, instead of washing the pan, I made a biscuit on top of the grease that was left. And then I went to eat some of it, and it crunches like a cracker. I'm like, yes, I like that. But I only ate some of it because I don't need all that bread. Speaking of dishes, I should go check. I did my dishes. I'm doing my dishes. My sink got a little overwhelming. So I started cleaning it because I've got all these jars and stuff that I've emptied out lately. So I just threw them in the washer. Labels and everything, so it's probably clogged. Because there's a little screen in the bottom, a little thing you can unscrew. And I think it's a filter of some sort. But if that gets clogged, it's like, hey, I'm done. And then you open it up, and there's a puddle of water in there. It's like, you're not quite done, are you? So, can you hear my fountain running? It's because the sun's shining, but it's only 60-some degrees outside. It's really windy. It sounds like Wizard of Oz in here. Wonder what they do in the wintertime with them guys. I don't know. I mean, I suppose they probably just give them a heater. I don't know how they deal with chickens in the wintertime here. And Pam can't answer me because Pam lives in South Carolina. They just leave them outside in the wintertime. It doesn't get so cold they get frozen chicken. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it snows. Sometimes it snows over there, and they're like, yay, it's snowing, yay! And I'm like, yeah, you can have mine too. I'm thinking, I saw on, maybe it was TikTok, I don't know, that somebody was covering their porch with tarps, and instead of shoveling, they just peeled it off. I'm thinking I should do that. Get some really big tarps. And, like where my ceramic cat is and stuff like that, anchor them on, and then like when it snows I just peel it off the porch. Though stupid me would be like, I'm not going out there, it's too cold. Then it would freeze to it, and then it would break. Not a bad idea though. Dad'll probably like, here's 10 reasons why you shouldn't do that. Or he might even go, that sounds like a good idea. Don't know. I don't know with him. Sometimes when I feel like I have a really good idea, he's like, there are 5 different reasons I could tell you right now that's not going to work. Or I think it's not such a great, whatever. And I'll tell Dad, and he'll be, that is awesome. I'm going to try it too. I'm like, okay. So if I think it's a not so great idea, then he'll be like, yeah, let's do it. And I would guarantee you that he's gonna probably shoot that idea down. Oh, and if I did try it, he'd probably be like, "Why'd you buy tarps? I got a whole bunch of them." He's always like that. It's his way of taking care of his girls. Um, that's what Dad's life has always been lately. Well, I mean, probably over 50 years. Because I'm 52 and I think she's going to be 56, which means they've been married out 57 years. So for 57 years, my dad's been taking care of his girls. Start with my mom. So it's like very hard for him not to. But that's how he does it. He gathers like 50 or 60, not 50 or 60, maybe. He gathers a whole lot of stuff. My mom gets mad about the hoarding and stuff like that because their house is, whatever. But I go over and I make sure that it's cleaned up. So, but she gets like, why has he got to have that many? I says, because he's got that many people he loves. He wants to make sure everybody's got one or 5. That's just Dad. Again, Dad's job's always been take care of his girls. So, I did think about something else that I wanted to do. And then I lost it. Oh, my brain. Every time I get a good thought, it's like a fart in the wind. It's like, and then, oh, bye, thought. I don't know what happened to you, but bye, thought. Oh. I tell you, my brain hates me. It really does. I started looking at like greenhouse siding and stuff like that for covering my windows. Just ideas, because I'm probably just ultimately just going to take some plastic like I did last year. But my windows are going to have to be covered again because that way the wind stays there, not in here. So I still was looking at it, but pipe dreams ain't tea, pipe dreams. You got other things you got to buy. Especially get your... Actually, I got some of it done, but I was making some of Pam's presents, but my arthritis has decided to give me old lady fingers today. But I got about 2 weeks till I have to get it to her. Actually, in about 2 weeks is her birthday. So, and I'm almost done. I just got to make this one thing. But it's going to take a minute because old lady whining. I can't do that with real wine because I just don't allow that for myself. Like I've said before, I am allowed, but I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. How many years has it been? I don't even remember. 10? about 11 years, 11 or 12 years, that since I've had my stomach surgery. And so it's been at least before that, because obviously I quit before that, so I could have the stomach surgery. So, but like I said, I am allowed. I'm not gonna. 12 years, and I didn't drink alcohol. I've had a drink here and there. I was scared though. Every time I drank something, I was like, am I gonna go in the emergency room? I'm scared. No, I guess apparently now, like I said, the doctor told all three of us we weren't allowed to ever have alcohol again. But 12 years, it might have changed too. Because I know people that do. And I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. Well, I can if I want. Well, Google says a year after surgery, you're okay. So, like I said, I'm just going to pretend I don't know that information. Actually, I do know that information. It's kind of information I shouldn't have to have, because I'm not going to go drinking. Not going to go smoking either. Whew. I just don't want any of that. My fountain sounds like somebody's peeing. No, nobody's peeing. It's just the sun shining. I gotta get that. I might do. On Amazon, they sell rolls of that. Dad'll be like, ah! I have one left from the one window being covered up. I need two. One for this window behind my curtains. You can't even see behind my curtains. That window's got to be covered, and the window behind the fountain's got to be covered. Then I've got a cover for the one for behind the table. I just ripped it off because I was like, I need air in here. It's hot. Well, now it's going to be cold. So I got to cover up my windows. That little... she's been chewing my cord. I don't know if you can see the little pieces of frayedness right there. Right there. Doobie's been eating my cords. I know it's Doobie because Charlie never leaves the food area. Because Doobie terrorizes both of them. I understand why they don't like her. She terrorizes me too, man. I'll be sleeping, all of a sudden, my feet, I'm waking up going, ah, because somebody taught her how to play with feet. Or I'll be sleeping, all of a sudden, bam, right on my chest, just flop. I'm like, whoa, hello, Doobie. So, some dirt on me from cooking. It's from the grease pan. That's okay. Stuff happens. I think it rained a little bit. Yeah, it rained last night a little bit. So, but I figured I'd get out here and finish the video that I started at 6 o'clock this morning. Try to get it up and going, because I took a day off. Okay? I had to go over to Mom and Dad's the other day. It was kind of chaotic. It was kind of one of those kind of days. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take a day off, man. I'm just going to take a day off to regroup. Whatever. Apparently, they're going to go get my grandnephew today. But you know what? My dad needs that dude. Right now, he needs a little guy. I don't know. His kid talk, 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 swing, 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 talk, 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 swing, swing, swing. I told them this time around I wasn't gonna come over because I just didn't think Dad needed a crowd. He needs a little guy. He's seen me. He's seen me. He needs a little guy. So I don't think he needs a crowd. So that's how that is. I'd love to see a little guy, but again, I'm not going to do that to Dad. He doesn't need the crowd right now. I wonder what he's cooking. I know that when I was there, he had a big old pot of boiled dinner. Was that good? I go, Dad, I'm hungry. I'm raiding your fridge. He says, go right ahead. I open up the fridge. There's a big pan of boiled dinner. I'm like, well, that couldn't have been any better. Just cabbage and carrots, potatoes, onions, whatever veggies, and a meat. And it's boiled up together. One of the ways... One of the ways that he cooks corned beef is like that. But I think you're supposed to boil it like that. And corned beef is very, very salty. But I think, yeah, you're supposed to boil it boil that. Because he at one time, I think, got a sale on him. And he tried to bake it. And it came out this tough, like, bleh. So, but it's cured with salt as well. So you really don't want to add salt to anything you're cooking with it. Because it's got salt in it already. And spices, but it's not like a beef jerky. I think it could easily be cut into slices and turned into beef jerky, to tell you the truth. Especially with the brine that's already on it. Jeez, guys, all I want to do is tell you what I had to eat. Oh, I'm a little turd, aren't I? No, not really. Sometimes I get to missing Moody. But then I remind myself right after I start that feeling of, did you really even know him? Did you really even know him? Answer is probably no. I mean, it was, like I said, 11 years. And I get to missing that I did sometimes get to talk to somebody else during the day besides my cats. But then it just got to, I'm studying, I'm going to church, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm going. Oh, and by the way, I ate. And I'm like, what kind of relationship is this? What is this? Again, repeating myself, old news. Like, but yeah, I get lonely for having someone to talk to, though, sometimes. But, just, I don't know. Watch a video and take a nap. Maybe they'll reach out and talk to me. I am running out of words, so I'm going to say, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. We'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye.